Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Monday message for Monday, January 25th, 2021. You know, we're going to start out with a couple of NorCal notes. In our NorCal notes today, we have a couple of birthdays. First, we have Angela Berrigan. Her birthday is Wednesday, January 27th. And then we have Chelsea Wood. Her birthday is Thursday, January 28th. So, happy birthday to both of you. I saw Chelsea yesterday working hard at the studio in Master Control. Happy birthday to you, Chelsea, and also to you, Angela. A couple of quick notes this morning. First, I want to remind everybody that the NETA conference begins this morning. I think the first session is at 10 a.m. So make sure to join the sessions that are of the most interest to you and that you think will offer you the best opportunities for professional development. And here's an idea that I have. During the staff meeting next week on Tuesday morning, I'd like us all to share some things that we took away from the conference. So take some notes, and if there's something interesting that comes up that you think would be of interest to other folks around the table, the Zoom table, as it were, then bring those up. And we're all gonna learn a lot, and we can share those things with each other. Also, by now, you've heard about the radio acquisition, right? So the really good news for KRCB Radio, we're going to be purchasing 104.9. Now remember, the FCC still needs to approve that license transfer, so that could be about 10 weeks from now. We don't have any control over the timeline of that. But I do want to give you a little bit of background. You know, in 2019, we worked with a major donor of ours to fund a study to look at the radio landscape in the area, right? And so that 2019 study, you know, there was a lot of engineering that went into that, and what we discovered was if we were going to put some repeaters of the 91.1 signal throughout the county, especially down the 101 corridor, it was going to be highly expensive, and it means that if someone was going to listen to KRCB, they would have to change frequencies, you know, every 10 or 15 miles or so, from the north of the county all the way down to Novato. And it just seemed like a piecemeal approach, right, to be able to make that happen. So that study really revealed to us that our best option, I don't want to say our only option, but our best option if we want to expand would be to acquire an existing signal, since we can't expand our signal in the area. And so that began a whole process of working with Chris Lee, who helped broker the deal with Amatora. We approached them. We asked them if they would be willing to sell this signal. And after a lot of discussion, they said that they would. And so, you know, we're very grateful to them to entertaining the idea, of course. Now, they are getting $1.5 million for that signal. So, you know, there is an exchange there, but, you know, we're very happy about this. I know that all of you are very happy about this. And, you know, I want to thank Amatora Media, obviously, for making this possible, but also to Chris Lee, our new radio executive producer, in being able to sort of imagine what's going on in the landscape here in Sonoma County, and then finding a way through that. So, you know, we owe him a lot for seeing that this is a path where we could go forward. So now, if you have any questions about the radio acquisition, again, during the staff meeting next week on Tuesday morning, we'll be able to discuss any questions that you might have. We're going to be going slowly, one step at a time with this acquisition, the way we did with KPJK. So I might not have the answers to some of your questions at this point, and we're going to be working this all out together as we go along. Now, a couple of other quick notes before we wrap up, because I know you have a million things to do today. There's a new episode of Bay Area Bountiful. It premieres tomorrow night at 9 p.m. on KRCB, and then it repeats on Wednesday at 7 p.m. on KPJK. And this is called Science to the Rescue. And Joshua and Isabel have done some really great work putting this show together. You know, we're looking at how we can rely on sciences through the California Academy of Sciences in San Francisco, and we also visit the Monterey Bay Aquarium and look at what they're doing. And then there's a wonderful story on young people who are protesting for climate action and the Green New Deal, but more than that, they're really trying to make sure that their generation is in the forefront of changing the way we as a society look at the environment and how we treat it. So some really good stories. I do implore you to watch that program on Tuesday night or Wednesday night for Bay Area Bountiful. And then finally, I'm looking at my computer here, and then finally, Sarah, Cindy, and Amanda have done some great work to get the Open Air magazine for February out the door, so that's happening right now. And this week, we're going to be laying out the annual report. So there is a lot going on, and I thank all of you for all of your hard work. And remember to stay safe, stay strong, work together, and I'll talk to you soon.